In today's breaking story of all breaking stories, the Wall Street Journal has caught Donald Trump in a big lie with regards to Jeffrey Epstein, and I have all the satisfying details for you next. For context, let's set up the lie with the story that broke last month, followed by Trump's pathological nature on full display, and then we'll knock down that lie with the new bombshell report by the Journal.
Reporting from the Wall Street Journal sheds more light on that book Ghislaine Maxwell compiled for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003.
Well, I don't want to talk about that, but you ought to be speaking about Larry Summers. You ought to be speaking about some of his friends that are hedge fund guys. They're all over the place. You ought to be speaking about Bill Clinton, who went to the island 28 times. I never went to the island.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot. All you have to do is take a look at the dossier, the fake dossier. Everything's fake with that administration. Everything's fake with the Democrats. Take a look at what they just found about the dossier. Everything is fake. They're a bunch of sick people.
The book that contained a letter bearing Trump's signature and had the outline of a naked woman.
I don't do drawings. I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings. Sometimes people say, would you draw a building? And I'll draw 4 lines and a little roof, for a charity stuff. But I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women, that I can tell you. They say there's a drawing of a woman, and I don't do drawings of women. And also, Epstein was always a very controversial guy. I was at a very high position, pretty much all my life. In all fairness, I've been doing this for a long time. I had the top show on television. I had the #1 bestsellers. I had everything, right? And I was a very successful business guy. He was a very controversial. Who would do a controversial drawing?
Who would do a controversial drawing? That is such a good question, Donald, and I'm so glad you asked. Enter the Wall Street Journal with the expose that you didn't see coming that begins with the title, Epstein Birthday Letter with Trump's Signature Revealed. And here's a few of the highlights.
Lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein's estate have given Congress a copy of the birthday book put together for the financier's 50th birthday, which includes a letter with Trump's signature that he has said doesn't exist. On Monday, House Oversight Committee members confirmed that they received a copy of the birthday book, including the letter bearing Trump's signature. President Trump called the Epstein investigation a hoax and claimed that his birthday note didn't exist. Now, we know that Donald Trump was lying and is doing everything he can to cover up the truth, said Representative Robert Garcia, who is the committee's Democratic ranking member. Enough of the games and lies. Release the full files now. The Wall Street Journal in July reported on the book and the letter bearing Trump's name, which contained typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman. The letter concluded, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." The signature was a squiggly Donald below the waist, mimicking pubic hair. Trump has denied writing the letter or drawing the picture, calling it a fake thing. He also filed a lawsuit against the Journal's reporters, Journal publisher Dow Jones, parent company News Corp, and executives, alleging defamation and saying the letter was non-existent. A Dow Jones spokeswoman said, "We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting." Lawyers for the co-executors of Epstein's estate turned over a copy of the birthday book on Monday in response to a subpoena from Representative James Comer, the chair of the House Oversight Committee. In a July 25th letter to the Epstein estate's lawyers, Representative Garcia and Representative Ro Khanna had pressed the estate to release the book to assist in bringing transparency and accountability. The birthday book given to Epstein in 2003, before his first arrest in 2006, was professionally bound and contained letters from dozens of Epstein's then associates, including Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and billionaire Leon Black, the Journal has reported. Some of the messages were anodyne birthday wishes, but others contained sexual references and suggestive drawings or photos. Some of the people who assisted Epstein's former girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell on the birthday book project more than 20 years ago recalled seeing the Trump page among the documents they were compiling back then, the Journal reported.
Those are just the highlights, and if you'd like to see all the explosive details, be sure and visit WSJ.com. If you're a student of Donald Trump, you know one thing is for sure. He will never come out and say, well, you got me, or geez, I guess I forgot about that. Since there is no video of him signing his name to that image, he will continue to deny, and even if there was, he would probably call it AI and part of the hoax. Well, the truth is, Trump has to keep lying because if he did cop to the drawing in those words, he would then have to answer the question, Mr. President, what exactly did you mean when you said to Jeffrey Epstein, and may every day be another wonderful secret? And by the way, why are those words not being repeated every day by those who are seeking justice and enjoy piercing his thin skin? Why aren't CNN and MSNBC asking, what do you think Trump meant by wonderful secret when they confront Republicans? Why aren't Schumer and Jeffries working, what did Trump mean by wonderful secret into their rhetoric when riffing into the cameras on Capitol Hill? And why aren't liberals confronting MAGA loyalists with, what exactly did Trump mean when he said to Epstein, wonderful secret, while debating strangers on social media and family members at the dinner table? Let's not wait for someone else to do it. I need everyone to look in the camera and repeat after me. I state your name. Swear to keep asking the question, what was the wonderful secret between Trump and Epstein? Work it into conversations, print it on t-shirts, and ask your elected representatives to keep asking it until we get an answer. I'm Dan. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.